we're going to be reading Nina the Killer, written by anonymously. This is for the purposes Spoop Month and entertainment purposes only. Do not look for the person who had made this abomination. Just know that they made it. The origin of Nina the Killer. Nina Hopkins is an 11-year-old girl who transferred to a new school so that she could be closer to her home.
Where was she before?
Good question. Do you think we'll know? One Sunday morning, a day before her first day at her new school. Okay, so we've established that it's a new school and it's the first day. Cool. She woke up and went to the bathroom and brushed her teeth. She went back to her bed and took her laptop to connect to the Wi-Fi. Nina was not the type of girl that is very cheerful. She was not the type of girl that would open the window and let the light in her room and do something productive. Okay. No, she just enjoyed sitting down to watch animes or listen to music like rock, J-pop, or K-pop, playing video games, or just playing guitar. She liked to be herself and loved her family and friends. But this time, she did not want to do any of the things that is considered normal. This time, she wanted to read Jeff the Killer, Creepypasta, for the 1000th time. She adored him. It was her favorite. She felt a strange attraction to him. Oh yeah, those beady little eyes. That burnt skin. Oh, so hot.
Literally.
No. She had an admiration for him more than anything. Every time she read it, she felt a strange desire, but she didn't know why she enjoyed this strange desire. When she started to read it, the door suddenly opened. She quickly saw her little brother Chris and his beautiful green eyes. Nina thinks Chris is her prince. She loved calling her little brother Prince because when she was just little... Okay, why is there a period there? Her mother would always tell her fairy tales when it's bedtime. These past tense are non-existent. She likes this type of stories, and she thinks the prince in the fairy tales looks like her little brother Chris. Chris has dark black hair, fair skin, and light green eyes, like his late father. However, Nina has light brown hair, fair skin, and light blue eyes, like her mother. "Sis, it's time to eat," said the child with an innocent smile. "I'm going, my prince." She pinched the cheeks of her little brother. He just slaps her hands away like, that's annoying. She left my laptop on the bed and went to eat. Oh no, not my laptop. The next morning, Nina and Chris went to school. Nina got up and dressed in a shirt that is her favorite, and she took her bag. She felt something strange. She did a strange little smile that formed on her mouth. Take a shot every single time it says strange. Suddenly, she heard her mother's voice, and she was in the reality again. And she immediately took the bag, and she completely ignored what happened. She quickly went downstairs. "Are you both ready for school?" asked the mother. "Yes," they both responded. "Well, good luck in school." Her mother went back to the kitchen. "Bye, Mom," they both responded. They walked to the school because Nina thinks taking the bus is annoying. They both went to their separate ways. Nina went to high school while her little brother went to elementary school. Nina didn't really like attending classes because she thinks it's boring. When the siblings finished taking classes, they both decided to find a quiet place to eat without having to worry that students are playing around them. So she found a garden behind the school. Which school? You've established that they go to 2 different schools, where there are no people, no teachers, or even students. They sat and eat, thinking they would have a peaceful breakfast. But they heard footsteps. Nina looked up and met a girl much older than her. She had black hair. "Well, well, what have we here, new students?" announced the girl. "My name is Claudia, and I rule at this school, and if you do not obey what I say, you will suffer." She was almost speaking in rhyme for a minute. She said as she pulled a knife from her jeans. "Okay." Then suddenly 2 guys came out of a nearby tree. He's just up in the tree. They were known as Malcolm and Yoni, right?
I guess.
Nina sat up quickly and stood in front of Chris to protect him. "Hey, we don't want any trouble. We just want a peaceful breakfast," Nina clarified. "Ah, I see. But you shouldn't be here. This area is ours," Claudia said as she approached them. "That's stupid. You have no right to make us go away from here," said Chris while confronting Claudia. Chris, she has a knife. But Yoni punched him in the stomach. Chris collapsed, but Nina quickly held him. "Chris!" said Nina, while holding in her arms. "Well, if you don't want to be next, I recommend you to obey and get out of here," claimed Claudia while pointing Nina's face with a knife. Nina did nothing but punch Claudia's face. Not smart. Claudia collapsed to the ground. Nina took Claudia's knife and stabbed her shoulder. Then Nina gave a strong kick on the crotch of Malcolm. He quickly fell down to the ground, but Nina didn't stop. She quickly released several kicks in the boy's face. The boy's face was now full of wounds and blisters. He had a nosebleed. Yoni became frightened immediately when he saw how Nina attacked Claudia and Malcolm. He started to run away from her, but Nina immediately noticed it, and she quickly ran to him. She used Claudia's knife, and she quickly lunged at the boy, targeting his stomach. "Nina!" She heard the voice of her little brother. Nina immediately turned to him, and she got confused as to why his little brother had a very surprised look on his face. Nina decided to let Yone go, and stepped back. She looked at her blood-stained hands. She felt like a monster. But she had to admit that her killer side was extremely good. She turned back to her brother. Her brother was surprised at what he saw. He was shocked at what he saw. You already said that. Nina ran to him and took his arm. "Come on, we can't be here for so long," I said. This is just changing POVs left and right. Then we left the garden. After that, Nina went to wash her hands. She knew she must avoid telling somebody, or even mentioning what happened. Her little brother Chris thought it was just self-defense, but she knew something else was going on there. She knew that something stronger and horrible is starting to form inside her. That feeling of being powerful and strong. The need to hurt someone. The day passed quickly, and when the siblings returned, they sat down to eat with their mother. "Well, how is school?" asked his mother with a sweet smile. Chris stayed quiet and didn't answer the question. "Great," Nina commented with a psychotic smile. Nina went upstairs after eating and opened her closet, revealing her collection of Jeff the Killer. She had several Jeff posters, Jeff clothing, some Jeff notebooks, Jeff dolls, and Jeff stuffed animals. Again, I beg the question, who is making all of this? We know who is making Jeff the Killer plushies. But nothing else. She took a doll from her closet and put it in her bed. She looked at the doll. She couldn't tell if the doll's sinister smile intimidated her, or amused her, or possibly aroused her. Who knows? Then she whispered, "Jeff, you made do this." What? After the incident, Malcolm and Claudia were found unconscious, but they didn't find the culprit. Okay. I'm wondering where Yaoni, or however you pronounce his name, was in all this. They also had no idea that Nina was the one who did it. What? How did you just forget that? An 11-year-old. That's right, I completely forgot she was 11.
Yeah, in high school.
Wait, yeah, I was just gonna say, she went to high school? I was wondering if I read that correctly. Did they mean middle school? So she had that advantage to avoid suspicion. And since it happened the first day of school, many couldn't tell if Nina was there because a lot of people didn't know much when it comes to new students, and it didn't gain much attention. Also, there are a lot of capitals for like when a sentence starts, but they're started by commas. Also, a lot of students didn't know whether it happened on the first day of school or not. Well, clearly it happened on the first day of school because it happened on the first day of school. This incident was reported on the first day of fucking school. One day, Nina opened her locker. Alright, no time has passed, except for a day. I'm just assuming it's the next day. She found a note which said, "I know what you did, but don't worry. I will not tell anyone. You are very skillful, but also very dangerous."
It's just a handprint that says we know.
Nina didn't find a signature or anything to identify who wrote the note, but she has the nose that... She had the nose that someone saw her but decided not to reveal his name. How do you know it's a he? Meanwhile, Nina's sanity didn't improve, and she took a knife in the kitchen and hid it in her pocket while sleeping in the room with her brother and mother. One day when Chris was...
They all sleep in one common room.
I don't fucking know.
They all share a bed.
Fun. They all share one mattress. One day, when Chris was playing with his new friends in the park, Nina's mother, whose name is Monica, just gotta fucking throw that in there, by the way, noticed that it was getting dark. So she asked her daughter to tell her brother that they were going home now. Why? Where's she going? Nina went to look for her brother, but she didn't saw her little brother. She became worried. So she went over to Chris's friends, and she asked them where his little brother was. They also keep switching the pronouns. They responded that a black-haired girl took him. No one questioned it, of course. Nina became very worried and went home to take the knife in her room that she had hid so that her mother wouldn't find out about it.
She's gonna know you took one of her kitchen knives.
Why wouldn't you just have it on you then if you're, that determined to keep it? Nina spent a lot of time finding him. She was getting desperate, and she hopes that her little brother is in a safe place. Then she saw a car coming. When the door of the cars opened, she saw something that was thrown away in the ground. She was surprised when it was Chris who was in the ground. He glitched. He's just T-posing.
Don't you hate it when the graphics just get worse?
Then she heard laughter coming from the car before the car went away. Nina quickly held Chris in her arms. Her little brother was brutally beaten.
Oh my god.
And his clothes were ripped apart. I don't know why they're picking on this kid. They don't know who did it. They've established that they don't know who did it or what had happened because they're fucking dumbasses. But why are they going after Chris? Why?
Maybe Chris is a little shit in the shadows.
Chris! Exclamation point, comma. What happened? She exclaimed while holding the small body of her brother. Them, Nina, at me, to play, said Chris while trying to speak to Nina. Nina tried to control something that was screaming inside over and over and over again. She felt that she needed to control her anger. Nina quickly took him in the hospital. Nina called her mother and informed her what happened to Chris. Her mother quickly went to the hospital. The doctor told him that he has internal bleeding and swollen wounds was found in his body. The mother of Nina, who you've just stated that the name was Monica, so why don't you use the name, began to cry, but Nina just kept quiet to the situation. She wanted to avoid hurting someone just for revenge. The next day, Chris was released from the hospital. Okay. He's tiny. He has durable bones and organs.
They just gave him some vitamin C.
But the doctor told him to rest for 3 weeks. Nina didn't go to school because she wanted to take care of her little brother. What's the mom doing in all this?
Monica
Monica?
has a fucking job.
She would tell Chris some stories, and she would help him by making sure he would take some medications. Didn't know what specific ones? Nina went to school again. She received a new note, which read, "I'm sorry about your brother. I hope he recovers. You must never think you're alone. I'm here. I'll be your friend." Nina suddenly blushed after reading it. She checked the letter again, but didn't found a signature. Weeks passed, and the arrival of the school's picture day arrived. Wow! I love when they just use the same word again.
Just slightly spelled differently.
Uh-huh.
Did you bring a birthday cake to my birthday party?
On my birthday with a birthday gift? Nina was ready for the picture day.
Oh, good.
Nothing about this is good. She wear a black skirt, a short black skirt, black stockings with deep red stripes, and a sleeveless t-shirt.
That would be a tank top.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That has black and blue stripes and a bloody red ribbon in her long ponytail hair. But she felt that something was missing, so she looked in her closet. She sees her favorite purple hoodie, which reminded her of Jeff the Killer's hoodie.
Why?
How? Everybody in Creepypasta lore has a fucking hoodie.
Hoodie gang.
Of various colors. What makes you... Why? She went downstairs, and she sees her little brother waiting in the stairs. Oh no, he's T-posing again! He's melting, help him! Then both left the house and said goodbye to their mother.
After all,
Monica! The siblings went to school. Wait, I thought it was already established that they did go to school. But this time, they went to the bus to avoid meeting the trio again in the road. Oh no, they're all in the road. When they arrived in the school, they saw the trio.
Oh, God.
Claudia, Malcolm, and Yone are walking in the hallway. They seem to be searching for someone, but Nina was aware that the trio are searching for her and her brother Chris. Why is Chris there? He's in elementary school.
You established this earlier.
The siblings decided to stay away from the hallway and must avoid being seen by them. Why does no one say anything?
So they went to the fucking ceiling? What? We can't go in the hallway. Let's go on the ceiling.
I know not always telling a parent or a teacher works, but it's usually the first thing that you should do. They have not done that.
Like, this Claudia was armed the first time that they met her.
Yeah, but remember, it's not just self-defense. It's something deep, deep inside her.
Oh,
Nina's already sick.
Oh, yes. Because, it's like a fucking...
It's just a quirk.
It's a disease.
The day passed quickly, but unfortunately the trio found them.
Oh, no.
Oh man, not being in a crowd of people would ever make that, better for your situation. Nina felt that she is being followed when she turned her face to her back. That's a little difficult to do. She received a punch in the face, and she fell to the ground.
Wait, so, she just turned her head to her back, and someone punched her right in the face.
Yeah, that's awkward. Then she saw her brother. He was caught in the arms of Malcolm. Nina tried to get up, but she received another punch in the belly. They really like to abuse the bellies in this. She fell back to the ground, and she looked up. She saw Claudia. "At last I've found you, you bitch," said Claudia, while standing in front of Nina. "This is my revenge for attacking me last time," but they didn't remember. She said while pulling a gun. "I don't want to fight you," Nina said while trying to stand up. Claudia immediately shoot Nina using her gun, but Nina quickly reacted to it, and she avoided the bullet. Wow!
Okay, so...
Yes.
You have to assume that they're at pretty close proximity to each other if Claudia just fucking punched her in the stomach.
Uh-huh.
but yet she managed to avoid a bullet.
Yeah. No special powers. She's human. She avoids a bullet. Nina stood up and ran as fast as she can to an abandoned house nearby.
Fucking bye, Chris. We've spent this whole story protecting Chris, but you know what? Once the gun's out, fucking fend for yourself.
Not
Chris.
even protecting Chris the entire time. Chris has just been a decoy. It's never been about Chris.
Chris is
We know it's
fucking meat shield.
We know it's never been about Chris. It was locked inside. She climbed up to the stairs. The trio tried to shoot her. Does everybody have a gun?
Yes, all these 11-year-olds carry guns.
How old are these people? With a lot of bullets, but they couldn't successfully shoot her.
Why?
'Cause their aiming sucks.
'Cause they're 11.
Imagine the close proximity, and she just goes... She didn't dodge it. Claudia just sucks at aiming. Nina went inside in the bathroom, and she was trapped there.
I thought it was locked from the inside.
She climbed. Wait. She ran. It was locked inside, so she climbed up to the stairs. How did she get in this house? Wait a minute. That's a very good point. Where do you put the movie? What? How? Oh, God.
How did she get in this house?
She's trapped in the bathroom. Okay. She wanted something to defend her. Nina! Are you gonna stay there? Did you forget at what I did to your little brother, you idiot? Claudia shouted from outside of the abandoned house. Nina suddenly felt...
Is this house just like a fucking outhouse? What is this?
Nina suddenly felt a combination of hatred and anger. And that need to kill someone. Oh, well, that's a common emotion. Nina looked around the room. She saw an iron rod. A twisted smile formed on her face.
It's gas.
She took the iron rod and left the room. She quickly dodged the bullets and hit Yoni through the head, releasing a stream of blood. Some of the blood went on Nina's face. And there, something that changed her, something broke. Like a thin thread had broken. It broke. That thread that divides sanity from insanity. Common. Malcolm, oh, you look so dead inside. Malcolm and Claudia, and took a few steps back. Nina turned to their direction, showing a psychotic smile, making even Chris shiver in fear. Oh, Chris is here too. Claudia tried to run along with Malcolm, but Nina hit Claudia in the head. She fell down, and Malcolm decided to release Chris from his hands, but Nina didn't stop the violence. She attacked Malcolm in the head a lot of times, and making his head full of crimson blood. Okay. Claudia tried to get her gun in the ground. Oh no, it glitched. But Nina prevented her. Nina pointed her iron rod at Claudia. You look like you have a lot to say, yes? Uh-huh.
First off,
uh-huh.
When you hit the skull with a blunt object, it does not spew. Much like people believe, that only happens when you hit the jugular, which is in the throat, not the skull. Especially with a blunt object.
Uh-huh.
Skulls, as a matter of fact, do not pop like zits.
Uh-huh.
Secondly.
Yeah.
Secondly, if it said it stuck through his head, which it sounds like she penetrated instead of came down upon,
uh-huh.
How did she get this rod back?
Uh-huh.
So, what my question is, does she have 2 rods that we just didn't know about in this magical outhouse that she's in? Because clearly, it's just a fucking outhouse that was occupied by some poor citizen. And she climbed in. And she has a rod. or 2, or maybe 3. We don't know. But there's but there's magical fucking rods in this magical fucking outhouse. 'Cause clearly it's just one fucking building. It's not a big building. There's just a bathroom because because
And stairs.
yes. So this outhouse is on like a porch. Because apparently Claudia, Malcolm, and Yoni were just standing outside and she managed to hear them from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that fucking big.
Yeah, what's your point? Are you just really upset about this?
I'm upset about a lot of things.
Okay. What else?
What about the mucous membrane around the skull stuff?
Do you know how old this person probably was when they wrote this? I hope this is a goof. I don't know if it's a goof. I hope it's a goof.